All right, let's get to it. ESPN Mock Draft Experts League, round four. With the first pick of the fourth round, Devontae Adams, wide receiver. He's with the Rams now. Paired up with Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams at running back, Matthew Stafford if he's healthy. So if Matthew Stafford's healthy, yeah, Devontae, you could probably push him up even to third round. With Jimmy G throwing the ball, I'm not so confident. So this is probably a good spot for him, even if Jimmy G's throwing the ball. Devontae Adams, fourth round, somewhere in there. There's a two picks down below that I would take over Devontae at this point. But yeah, Rams question mark is just Stafford, which you've heard me talk about in the other videos when we talked about Kyron Williams and Puka Nacua. With the second pick in round four, Joe Mixon, running back, Houston Texans. He used to be on the Bengals. This guy's a stud too. He can catch the ball. He's a 3-down back. He's just later in age, like some of the other backs we talked about, Derrick Henry, McCaffrey. He's had some injury history. I do like his offense a lot with CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, the other weapons that they have there. So fourth round for Joe Mixon, that might be, if he's healthy, that's probably a steal in the fourth round. But yeah, really great career, stud running back. With the third pick, and this is where I think if I drafted today, I'd probably take this guy over Devontae Adams just because of the quarterback situation, is Ladd McConkey, wide receiver for the Los Angeles Chargers. I wanted to say San Diego. I don't know if I'm ever going to make that correction. Ladd, really good rookie year. Him and Herbert had a good connection. Like the offense that they do with the Chargers, it's definitely more of a run-first offense, but Herbert is a really good quarterback. Keenan Allen's back on the Chargers. He's one of those guys who, like Mr. Charger, had a great career with them. And so taking some pressure off Ladd. And then you have that rookie, Omarion Hampton, we're going to talk about in a little bit. Najee Harris. So like you got two good runners, a decent offensive line, great quarterback. If they ever open it up, Ladd could put up some big numbers. With the fourth pick in the fourth round, Jalen Hurts, quarterback, Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, he's on par. How they have him, because we have Josh Allen, Jaden Williams, and Lamar Jackson already drafted. Jalen would be my next guy. So I like what they did here. Fourth round. Again, this is probably a steal for Jalen too. That Philadelphia offense is really fantastic. It's creative and just so many weapons. And Jalen can do it with his arm, do it with his legs. The brotherly shove, like we talked about before in the prior video. With the fifth pick, just talking Phil Yates again, he takes his first receiver since he went running back. T. Higgins, wide receiver, Bengals. He's opposite Jamar Chase. I like T. And just watching other podcasts, there's a lot of guys super high on Higgins. T. Higgins, I've had him a couple times, and he's underwhelmed me, not putting up the numbers. He can have a big game here and there. Yeah, the talent is there. He just, from my past fantasy seasons, I don't love T's production. So we'll see. I mean, this might be the season. I think he's athletic enough. He could be a number one on a lot of teams. Chase went down. Higgins probably would be going off, not to the same degree as Chase, but there's other guys. There's a couple guys down here that I probably would take after T. Higgins. We'll talk about them in a second. With the sixth pick, we're going Kenneth Walker the third. Running back, Seattle Seahawks. The only question mark with this guy for me is health. When he is on the field, he's productive. He scores touchdowns, big fantasy numbers, but he misses games. So he's a guy I'm intrigued by. If we get a healthy season out of him, I think he'd be a maybe top 5 running back in fantasy. So we'll see. Kenneth Walker with the sixth pick. Seventh pick is Tyreek Hill, wide receiver of the Dolphins. This one's interesting to me. I had him last year. I took him with my first pick in one of the leagues. He just didn't have a good year. And when Tua went down, he was pretty non-existent. So I know he's a guy you could give the ball and he's explosive, but just based on my experience last year and Tua's injury history with those concussions, yeah, Tyreek's going to drop a little farther for me. I just feel like, burned. I'm scorned from last year, but the talent's there. That guy is amazing when he was with the Chiefs. And then prime mode with Tua, yeah, he's really good. So I just have the question marks because of what happened last year. Here now with eighth pick, and this is a receiver I would move up, is Terry McLaurin with the Washington Commanders. Fantastic connection with Jaden Daniels last year. Big numbers. He's young. He wants to get paid. So that's the big thing of what's going to happen. What's going to happen in this offseason. Are we going to get a holdout? Is he going to miss some games? Is he going to get traded? I like Terry McLaurin a lot. At this point, I'm going to draft him over Devontae Adams. I'm going to draft him over Tyreek Hill. I'd probably draft over Ladd McConkey too. So I'd be moving him up further in the fourth round. With the ninth pick, we have Omarion Hampton. So this is the rookie running back for the Chargers. This is our second Charger we're talking about in this round. I'm really intrigued by this guy, and I definitely would take him here in the fourth round. I like what the Chargers put out there. Jim Harbaugh and his OC, who I think was the coordinator when they were with the Niners, they like to run the ball. Good run scheme. So Marion Hampton, he's definitely up there. If I'm faced with drafting Joe Mixon or Hampton, I'm going to take Hampton over Mixon. Between Hampton and Kenneth Walker, guys in this round, I would go Walker first. But yeah, I like what the prospects of Hampton. And with the last pick in the 10th round, we have Jackson Smith in Jigba, wide receiver with the Seahawks. He's the new number one with DK Metcalf being down. He's explosive, really surprising the growth that he's had. New quarterback with Sam Darnold. Geno Smith's left town, so he's over in Las Vegas. Yeah, I'm intrigued what Seattle will do. New head coach, new scheme. But Jackson Smith, he seems like you could put him on any team. He's gonna be great. He just a stud athlete. I think he's just gonna get better and better. So yeah, I like him. I would take him over Devontae Adams at this point. He's a number one. If Sam Darnold plays like he did last year, yeah, Jackson Smith, you could move him up to the front of this round, maybe even consider round 3. I would take him over Xavier Worthy at this point, and that's who's in the 3rd round, the guy that had the most question marks in that round. So that does it. That's our round 4 ESPN draft. Y'all take care.